What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video. Today we're going to do the top 5 MUT Heroes that were released. Of course, whenever you do these top videos, top 5, top 10, whatever, people are going to be a little, like, a little unhappy, feeling like, you snub somebody. That's always, of course, an issue, and you may disagree with my top 5, but that's why the comments exist. So down below, let me know your top 5 of the MUT Heroes that were released. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into number 5. Coming in at number 5. Number 5, we have Shady McCoy, McCoy here. Let's go ahead and talk about first the issue with this promo as a whole. No red Kims. Of course, that's an issue. Running back not... Well, I don't want to say it's not important. It definitely is. Energize isn't really that good. It's okay, I guess. Could be okay at times. But really, of course, you want that never stumble. Even Battle Ready is a little bit better. But, he doesn't even have any of that unless you power him up. And for this list, I'm mostly not going to really talk about power-ups. I'm just going to talk about the card as is. Though I will mention Ezekiel Elliott does have a power-up with Never Stumble. I would take that card over any of the running backs if you are powering up. He's at 95 speed, Never Stumble. I think it doesn't get a speed boost. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So he's at 95 speed with Never Stumble. Yeah, that card is better than this card, even with what I like about this card. They're definitely different cards. What I like, here we go. 94 speed, that's solid. It's not fantastic, of course. It's okay. It's decent at this stage. 94 speed. Crazy high agility, spin move, juke move, great. That's fantastic. Elusive backs are fine. It's with Secure Tackler, you do kind of, I feel like you can't run people over anymore because everybody's got Secure Tackler, so the best chance to really, I feel like you need speed and you need to be able to juke or fake them out. Now, if they click on, of course, I know it's really tough to fake people out now, so it's running game's still really, really good, don't get me wrong, but with Secure Tackler out there, to me, it's real. You can't really run people over, so you really gotta try to juke them out. You could definitely still do that right now. So I do think that makes this card, a little bit better than, say, a card that can just, a bruiser. Not that they aren't good, but you go to truck them and they still tackle you because they have Secure Tackler. What a garbage Kim. Let's just say that. All right, let's go ahead and get back. 93 carry. That's obviously an issue. To me, I've used LeSean McCoy cards in the past. I used his Team of the Week card. I've used his Core Elite card. Both, I loved them, and I thought they were fantastic. I don't know now. It's hard to say with all these hard hitters. I feel like everybody fumbles, so cover the ball. If you don't want to fumble, put it on conservative. That would kind of defeat the point of having those high jukes and spins. But I don't know. Whatever you want to do to try to not fumble, do that. But what I feel like stands this card out from a lot of other cards, a lot of running backs that have come out, is his route running at 89. Now, of course, it's not 91. You can move the sticks, and you can get him up to 91. I think you can get him up to 93, actually. But you get him up to 91 with Move the Sticks chemistry. So if you're using Move the Sticks, that makes this card much better. If you're not using Move the Sticks, I do think that this card probably is not going to be in your top 5. But for me, easy to get him up there. I think it's worth a look. And it's really tough to choose between these running backs. Chris Thompson, I think, is a very similar card to this. He can also get up to 91 route running. Ezekiel Elliott's a lot different type of running back, but also a very good running back. So it's really just kind of personal taste. I want to put a running back in this list because I feel like one probably belongs in this list. And I chose LeSean McCoy because I've used his cards. I know they play well. Great route running. You can get him up to 91, and really just has everything else you would want in a running back outside of trucking. Coming in at number 4. Number 4, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon. Now, a lot of people at EA, there's people working, that are huge Cleveland Browns fans. Not that, every team gets one, but you kind of knew it was going to be Josh Gordon, You kind of knew it. 95 speed, 95 catch, 93 elusive, 98 spec, 94 release, 90 route running, 92 catch and traffic, 94 jump. All right, so let's talk about the bad. First up, no playmaker. A wide receiver with no playmaker. A lot of you guys are saying, I'm throwing out all the wide receivers because they don't have playmaker unless you power them up. Fair. I guess Michael Thomas is the only one that gets playmaker out of the 3 that were added. I think there was only 3. So, yeah, he doesn't have playmaker. Of course, that's a knock. And maybe that automatically takes him out of top 5. I'm not sure. He doesn't have 91 route running. That also is a good point. Now, depending on how you use him, that may not be too big a deal. I have John Madden, so I can get him a 91 route running. That's kind of, I know a lot of people are not going to have that, but that obviously does help. To give you an idea of why I think this card is so good, I'm going to kim him out with Go Deep and Toughness. So his speed is going to be at 96. John Madden will make it 97. His spec catch will be 99, which doesn't really probably matter too much. And his release will be at 98. And his route running will be at 91 if you have John Madden. So this card looks absolutely phenomenal there. Now, if you don't run these Kims, of course, that's going to be a deterrent. I mean, it would be like hard to use cards that maybe don't match up with your scheme or match up with what you're running, of course. But for me, he lines up. I'm running Go Deep in Toughness. I got them both tiered out, so I'm going to get him up to 96 speed or 97 if you have John Madden. So that's pretty darn fast. Doesn't have Playmaker, but of course, not every single player are you playmakering on the play. You just have to make sure you run, put them in positions where the guy who's going to Playmaker, you probably want them to have Playmaker. And as you see, I have a lot of guys that have Playmaker. So, I mean, that's pretty good. It's good. Coming in at number 3. Number 3 belongs to Kyle Long. Now, this is a lot of people's number 1, I'm pretty sure. I think this is probably in everybody's top 5. And I think the next 2 probably in everybody's top 5. I think. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I think this one is pretty much what I've seen unanimously, like the best one, or one of the best. For me, it's not the best, and I'll talk about why. Why is he not the best? Because it's easy to talk about how good this card is. He doesn't have Secure Protector. He doesn't have any red Kims. That, of course, is going to hurt him. I think as an offensive lineman, not having Secure Pass Protector. I mean, Larry Allen doesn't have it either. He's got the L, which I don't think it was really that good either. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. With how I use him, it doesn't really seem that good. But Secure Protector doesn't have that. That automatically, to me, takes a little bit of a hit. He does have 98 run block. He has 94 pass block. You can get his run block, obviously, up to 99 if you run Pound the Rock. You don't even have to try that hard. Pass block, so you can get Pound the Rock, just a little bit of that. Get pass block up +4. You're at 98 pass block, 99 run block. 93 impact is a little low. Awareness is high, so that's good for offensive linemen. Speed, even at 77, pretty solid. So actually, that's really good. So overall, I mean, this card looks absolutely phenomenal. 96 overall. Looks like a good 96 overall. But the issue is he doesn't have Secure Pass Protector. And for me, for offensive linemen not having any red Kim, does take a little bit of a hit. Is he better than Larry Allen? You might make the case that he could be just as good as Larry Allen. But for me, I just don't think he's as good as other left guards that are going to be coming out. Like Osimile, even that's already out. I think he's better for sure. So for me, good card. Very good card. But he, unfortunately, falls a little bit short because of those no red Kims. So he gets a number 3 spot. Coming in at number 2. Number 2. Now, many of you guys probably thought this was going to be number 1, but it is number 2, and it's really just because I think number 1 is so good. But number 2, Luke Kuechly. 88 speed, you power him up, still at 88 speed. Why did they do that to the power-ups? They basically made people like, the only reason you power up is for the red Kims, which would have been completely fine, but the cards before them that aren't even power-ups have the red Kims. Okay, let's stop talking about that, okay? If you power him up, Secure Tackler, I do believe this is the best card on the table, powered up, probably. I think it's probably the best power-up. I think it's the best card overall of the whole bunch if you power him up. Secure Tackler, crazy, awesome. So let's talk about this card. 88 speed, fantastic. Awareness, play rack, 98, great. So he's going to be great in the run. 96 tackling, 93 block shed, 95 pursuit. His ability to play the run's fantastic. 89 zone and 94 power. So let's talk about it. All right, he has physical front. His power, if you tier it out, which most of you guys are tiering out physical front, is going to be at 98. His block shed at 97. Many guys using Von Miller. His block shed is now a +6 at 99. Holy smokes. Just crazy to see a 93 jump all the way up to 99. Hit power at 98, unless you're using a motivator, which I don't know, maybe whether they're using that motivator. What, Swearinger? Is that who has it? Yeah, probably not. But 98. Absolutely crazy if you power him up. And then let's talk about Read and React. Now, me personally, I am not running Read and React. But if I was going to use this card, I would be using it. You just have to get it to Tier 3 to get it to 91 zone, or Tier 1 if you have John Madden. So for me, I would just need to run Tier 1, and I'm good. Which I think I would have if I put him in my lineup. So, Luke Kuechly, holy smokes. He can play the pass really well. I think he plays ball aggressive. So let me just, plays ball aggressive, big hitter, strips ball. So he's going to be an absolutely fantastic CPU linebacker. And all these good things that I'm saying, yes, he's absolutely amazing. And how is he not number 1? Well, he doesn't have Secure Tackler. And in a middle linebacker, not having Secure Tackler. Now, my middle linebacker doesn't have it either because I'm going to try out this Hightower card. But because I had Singletary, I feel like he falls a little bit short of a Singletary because of that. even though Singletary is not that good in the passing game, and Luke Kuechly will be, I do believe without secure tackler, it's just such a big knock in that middle of the field because he's going to be making plays. And not that he's going to miss every tackle because he's still got crazy high tackling. Great, he's going to stop them, at least slow them down even if they break the tackle. Secure tackler's just so good, and especially for a linebacker, I feel like that's really the only knock I have, but it's so good. If you have already powered him up and you love Luke Kuechly, power him up for sure. Amazing card. Big thumbs up. Go get him. Coming in at number one. Number one for me. Now, no homer, of course, on this. Absolutely not. This is 100% factual, just spitting facts. This is number one. Whitney Mercilus. Now, you could say this is a little bit of a homer pick, and maybe you're right. I started looking at the card, and I started thinking maybe this should be number 2 behind Luke Kuechly, or maybe even number 3. I feel like, the top 3, I think there is a significant, to me, Long, Mercilus, and Luke Kuechly are by far the 3 best. And that's, of course, my opinion. I do think there's a tier above. Maybe I'm missing somebody. I don't know. Like I said, leave your top 5 down below. But Whitney Mercilus, let's talk about this card. So, the good. Or let's talk about the bad. No red Kims, doesn't have secure tackler. Of course, in a linebacker, that is important. 100%. Not as important, I think, in a pass rusher, but still really, really important. I feel like linebackers, like for me, like a middle linebacker or a user, really more important, but still important. It would be nice to have secure tackle, which he doesn't. You power him up, he gets jump the snap, basically useless. Unfortunate there. But besides that, so that, of course, is a knock. And then when you compare him to Von Miller, you could say that's a knock because Von Miller is basically just as good. Or they're very similar. Honestly, Von Miller looks a little bit better. So, one thing, Von Miller is the best left outside linebacker in the game. So that's a little unfair that I'm comparing him to him. I just happen to have him on my team, so, that's kind of where it is. That's a knock, but you see, he's going to get up to 98 block shed. Von Miller's at 99 with his boost by himself. So he's going to be at 98 block shed with Von. He'll have 99 block shed. He obviously has 98 power move, 96 play rec. He's going to play the run really, really well. A 96 finesse if you Kim it out, which I don't even know if you can Kim out blanket and physical front, so that's probably not going to happen. But 96, it could go up to 96 finesse if, say, you're running blanket coverage for whatever reason. 99 power as well. Overall, the card is absolutely fantastic. The only thing is, he gets stinking jump the snap when you power him up. But I really feel like I do need to power him up because the Houston Texans, I got all 3 of the Houston Texans powered up. The other 3 outside of Mercilus, and he definitely could make the team. He could definitely be. I could figure out a spot to put him with Vaughn. I can put him on the other side. I can do some stuff where I can get him on both on the field. Of course, I already have Von Miller. He's NAT, so it's tough to get him on the line, get him on the team. But still, if you're running a elite, if you're running an elite pass rusher, this guy is going to be cheaper than Vaughn. I think these MUT Heroes are going to get pretty cheap. So for me, you're going to have a cheaper alternative to Vaughn. Don't have the +2 block shed, but besides that, elite pass rusher, and to me looks absolutely phenomenal. Oh, and guess what? His traits, they all say yes. Thank you very much. This card is absolutely amazing. I think he's missing one. One of them doesn't say yes. Maybe like clutch. But they all say yes, okay? It's a good card. Don't come at me when you say, oh, this is all. You just going with the homer pick, okay? It's a really good card. Check it out on MUThead if you don't believe me, okay? It's good. It's good. All right. I think we're going to go and wrap it up. I think that was pretty good. I think that was a good top 5. What do you guys think? Who are your top 5 MUT Heroes number 2 that have come out? Definitely let me know. You guys are absolutely incredible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of just fun, looking at it, seeing what the eye test, which one looks the best. So thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.